Hey guys, I think we are at the Renault and I have someone I really like to talk to and who's in charge of the Renault design. And here's, I'd like to introduce Mr. Anthony Lowe, Vice President of the Renault Exterior Design. Did I get it right?
Exactly.
All right, Anthony, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, Anthony, I know XM3 is the first time shown in Seoul. What do we call this, first of all?
This is in fact, we are under the Renault Samsung brand. And this is only for Korean market, and we're going to produce this car very
so
soon in
it
Korea.
will be a production car?
It will be a production car.
Oh, great.
We
great.
actually mentioned this earlier in the press conference. It's a very unique product. As you can see, it has a silhouette of a four-door coupe, but also has a stance of a crossover SUV. So it's quite unique. There are not many products in this dimension, in this segment also. So we hope that we can bring something new to the market.
Yeah, I think speaking of new, I mean, I see your silhouette is kind of quite distinctive. I know, there are some other, models they're trying to do, but they're not, I guess, daring enough to go that low on, towards the rear.
Actually, we harmonized the design direction of the two brands. In the past, we had Renault design and Renault Samsung design, but many of the products need to also live outside of Korea as well. We produce cars here, we need to sell some of the models in another country. So we need to be a bit more consistent. So you will recognize the slight signature which you find on some of our higher segment cars like the XM3 and the SM6.
Sure.
And then also on the rear as well, these very distinctive lights makes the car
Yeah,
look wide.
that's been the signature Renault kind of a rear end design.
It's like our
time,
new
right?
sedan, like you find on SM6 also.
Anthony, did you know that kind of a new trend in Korea on Renault Samsung cars? They like to actually reverse badge. They want to put the Renault badge. So do you think maybe buyers can do that on their car, or do you mind?
Well, in fact, some designers kept sending me pictures like that. There's a small community. I think they like that. I think we like this brand because we call it the Typhoon, the Renault Samsung brand. It actually has quite a nice history, the connection to Samsung. Actually, I think it's quite nice. You made a good point because when we design the cars, we have to make sure that both logos. This is an important part of it. It's a detail, but we have to test it from the very beginning.
I think one of my favorite part, definitely the treatment on the rear fender. You are really putting nice emphasis and putting some volume. I'm sure you guys talked about it during the process.
Yeah, indeed. I think we love cars that are looking wide, also has a nice shoulder, not just wide and flat. And this is also linked to the design DNA of many Renault cars because actually the inspiration actually came from the fact that France, the country being a Latin country and so on, so cars should have shape. And so I think on the shoulder, not only the rear but also the front fender, you can see a lot of sculpture.
Anthony, thanks a lot, and there are a couple more things I want to have a chat with you. Thank you very much. All right?
You're welcome.
Yeah, now I'm here with the designer of new XM3, and I'd like to introduce the designer, Mr. Yu Byung-jun. Yeah, tell us about yourself.
예, 저는 르노 삼성 익스테리어 담당 수석 디자이너 유병준입니다.
I think I know we are talking about this kind of a new silhouette. Can you tell me like your design concept, that how you got to this silhouette of the car? What was your design motivation?
저희가 웜, 센슈얼, 심플 그 디자인 필로소피를 가지고 르노 디자인 정수를 잘 표현하려고 노력을 했어요. 일단 제가 좋아하는 거는 일단 전반적인 이 볼륨을 되게 잘 잡은 것 같아요. 되게 엘레강스하게 잘 잡았고 르노 디자인 철학인 심플하고 웜, 그다음에 센슈얼한 그런 이미지를 잘 잡았고요. 되게 심플하면서도 되게 좀 다이나믹하거든요. 이 빛의 각도에 따라서. 그리고 가장 좀 힘들게 했던 부분이 뭐냐면 브랜드 아이덴티티를 강조하면서 또 거기에 있는 또 액센트나 이런 디테일들을 되게 신경을 많이 썼어요.
These kind of grill elements, keeping it under the tradition of the Renault, and you brought a lot of new elements. I think that's really cool.
보시면 이제 크롬 파츠도 있고 크롬이 이제 브러시 된 거고 이 안에 글로시 블랙도 있고.
I think there are layers that the more you look at it, that you see the depths of it. Definitely, I think that little kind of arrow shape with the red accent. That's cool.
리어 팬더는 저희가 이제 아까도 말씀드렸다시피 되게 그 사람의 몸같이 되게 좀 센슈얼하면서 되게 부드러우면서 또 되게 강한 그런 숄더 이미지를 저희가 버리지 않도록 노력을 한 거예요. 그래서 보시면 되게 볼륨도 있고 되게 아름다운 볼륨이 또 빛에 따라 또 다르잖아요. 아시다시피.
I think that came out really nice. So I'm sure there are a lot of things, but absolutely, that's one of my favorite parts. So yeah, thanks for the time. Thank you.
네, 감사합니다.
Korean market is a sizable market with the major brands competing. However, you look at the show, and as much as it's international, it is very much of a domestic show. I didn't see major brands launching new models except some of the domestic models. Also, I think they're really missing out main trend of the new startup electric cars. It's almost strange not to see Korean startup electric car company that can almost compete with the Tesla. Well, I hope to see some of the fresh air coming into the Seoul Motor Show next time. And that's my wrap up. And it's been Car Design Talk Show, CarDtalks. Thank you very much.